113 people are reported dead in the nightclub roof collapse in the Dominican Republic, including merengue singer Ruby Perez. Officials say the singer's body was pulled from the rubble overnight. They say former athletes and politicians are also among the dead, and more than 150 hospitalized with injuries. Now, crews are working around the clock to find survivors as we get new video of the incident. ABC's Victor Kendo has the latest, and we do want to warn you, these images are hard to watch.
The devastating scenes from the Dominican Republic after a roof collapsed at a packed nightclub in Santo Domingo, killing at least 113 people and injuring more than 150. Now, investigators are looking at videos like these. This one recorded seconds before the horrific moment around 12:30 a.m. Tuesday. He's pointing at the roof, saying something fell. The singer performing on stage, also looking up. Then, the collapse. In another video, this group rushing away from the dance floor moments before the tragic accident. First responders raced to the scene to rescue any survivors. This man taken out on a stretcher alive. Drone footage putting the scope of the catastrophe on full display. Members of the performing band, including lead singer Ruby Perez, were among those killed. A local governor killed too, Nelsie Cruz, sister of former Seattle Mariners pitcher Nelson Cruz. Former Major League Baseball players Tony Blanco and World Series champion pitcher Octavio Dotel also dying in the incident. The New York Mets holding a moment of silence for their former player. One of the owners of that nightclub posting a video, a message to the families impacted, saying in part, there are no words to express the pain caused by this event. Everything we do now has a single purpose, to be worthy of your pain and to support.
Shalom, shalom. Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measure he met, it shall be measured to you again. And to that, I'd like to say, Kal Halayam, La Allah Inawa, Yahweh Bashim, Shai Bashim, Kakodash, double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who did well. Shalom unto the brothers that pushing this works in truth and in sincerity to all the four corners of the earth. And shalom unto the Israelites who have been scattered among the hidden nations. And shalom unto you, few and faithful Aquatium, who is listening and learning and obeying your husband. This is your brother Kratazar from the GMS Prophetic Vibration Camp out of Trinidad and Tobago. Alright, so hereby, this video is pertaining to the previous video, that you just saw, with the roof collapse, right, upon many people. I think in the video that said is 27 people were killed, right? So these things just doesn't happen just like that, right? Within these poor infrastructures, that because it could happen where this was already in motion, this was already in plan, where because there are spirits that created for vengeance, right? That it happened in some way, that the infrastructure was actually poor, right? When there was when they was casting when it was doing the casting on the roof, right? And you can see how the roof fall, right? So and everything is set for an appointed time, right? It's set for an appointed time, right? And just to say, with this scripture here in Matthew 7:2, right? In the NLT, for you will be treated as you treat others. The standard you use in judging is the standard by which you will be judged, right? And you can see what they call in the video. It had some celebrities, it had sportsmen, it had politicians as well, right? So don't get it twisted. No one here is not innocent, right? Because these men surety they have judged others, they have done wickedly within corruption, right? They're doing things that is unpleasant to Yahweh Bashim Roshai, or to the Father. Right? Let's go to Ecclesiasticus, which is known as Sirach as well, 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, the power out their force, and appease the wrath of him that made them. Right? Appease the wrath that made them. And who made them? Yahweh Ba'ashem Roshai. Right? And this was set for an appointed time for their judgment. Alright? You can't get away from it. Once it is set and it is marked for that appointed time. Alright? Let me get that scripture. Alright, this is Habakkuk 2 and 3. For the vision is set for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Right? When your judgment is set for an appointed time, it is set. Right? It is already set. And that is what happened there. Right? Because no one there is not innocent. Right? Because people may think, they may be not doing anything wickedly, but they are doing stuff wickedly that is unpleasant to the Lord. Alright? Get this next precept here as well. Alright, this is Job 4 and 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perish being innocent, or where would the righteous cut off? Right? In the NLT, it said, stop and think. Do the innocent die? When have the upright been destroyed? Right? So with this same scripture, let's check the GMT. Alright, let's check the GMT. Alright, so this is Job 4 and 7 in the GMT version. Hear what it says. It said, think back now. Name a single case where someone righteous met with disaster. Alright. So this is just a short lesson based on the video, and I will leave it just as that. I hope that this lesson was edifying. And to that, I'd like to say, Kal Halayam, La Alahaya Nawa, Yahweh Bashim Rashai, Bashim Kakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and elders of greatness soon who well. Shalom unto the brothers that push in his works in truth and in sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth. And shalom unto you, sisters, who's listening and learning and obeying your husband. This is your brother Kratazar. Until next time, shalom.